everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Melissa. So today I'm going to be talking about books that I want to give a second chance to. So these are the books that I ended up picking up, and for whatever reason I put them down and haven't gotten to them again. So I have a couple books here, so let's go ahead and get started. The first book that I want to talk about is actually part of a really popular YA duet, and that is Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. So this is the second novel to Six of Crows. I'm sure you have heard about this, but if not, it's about these group of people in the Grisha universe, and they go on this heist. And this book takes place immediately after that, and I got pretty far into this book, like about halfway to be honest, and when I was reading Six of Crows, I was completely lost. I don't know what it was, but the magic system, the world, I don't know what it was, but I kind of had no idea what the heck was going on. So when I got to Crooked Kingdom, I was equally as lost and not that invested into the story, but I do have the audiobook, which sounds really cool because it's a full cast of characters, and I think that would cause it to be a bit more immersive and for me to enjoy getting into it. So I have this one that I really want to read. I even added it to my Owl Readathon TBR, so possibly I could get to that, or this, pretty soon. So we'll see. But I really want to try it out again and give it another try because I do know that this duet is some people's absolute favorite. Okay, so the next book that I want to talk about, I actually got really far into it and I even started annotating it, and that is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I picked this one up right after I finished the Darker Shades of Magic trilogy, and I was like on this V.E. Schwab high and really was enjoying the writing until I got to this. So there were phrases and sentences and words, obviously, that she was using that the characters on her other trilogy, they used as well. So I think like I definitely needed a break from it because I needed to separate myself from that. But seeing those same sentences and seeing those same phrases that the characters were saying kind of threw me off, and kind of like put a bad taste in my mouth. I don't know why. And I got pretty far into it, and I really want to give this another shot because, like I said, with most of these books that I have on here, they are people's favorite books of like all time. So I really want to get to this one eventually. I'm not sure when, but obviously I went through all this trouble to annotate it. Why not finish it? So there we go. Okay, so this next book that I want to restart all over again and give a second chance is The Historian by Elizabeth Kostova? I'm not sure. But I picked this up like right when I graduated high school, and I just think that the reading material was just not for me. It's pretty dense. This was so immersive like when I was reading it. This is about a young woman who is a historian and Vlad the Impaler, and how her family has connections and ties to this, so she is going on this big search to find out more about Vlad the Impaler. So honestly, that's really all I remember, and I just remember being like kind of really spooked out while I was reading this. It was very atmospheric, it was like a lot of fun, but at the same time it was not as fast-paced as the YA books that I was used to reading. So I think now that I've picked up a lot more adult books, a lot more adult fantasy books, I think this one will be a lot easier for me to grasp and kind of like manage. This is one that I really want to pick up very, very soon because I really want to say that I finally read this. Ready Player One by Ernest Cline is a book that I picked up because the movie was coming out. I haven't finished the book, I haven't watched the movie, so I'm doing okay on that, but I'm not doing okay because I haven't finished the book. I got to page, let's see, 226, so kind of like a little over halfway. This book is set in the future, and it's kind of like this dystopian type style of a world. The character goes into this virtual reality that has to deal with the 80s, and obviously I didn't grow up in the 80s, I wasn't even born then, so it was kind of a little bit harder for me to grasp and understand what was going on because there are so many references to pop culture in the 80s. The author, when he wrote this book, it was freaking amazing. Like the attention to detail in every little thing was absolutely amazing, and I have to give him props for that because holy cow, it was awesome. But unfortunately, that's kind of what made me have to take a step back because I wasn't really connecting in the way I feel like I should have been. But I still want to finish this book because I really want to get to the movie, and I know that the movie is not like the book. I heard it's a little bit different, so one day I'll get to this, and hopefully very soon, because I am almost done. I see the end, but I'm not quite there yet. Okay, so I have 2 more books to go, and let's see. Let's start off with this one right here, Nevernight by J. Kristoff. So I did not get far at all into this book. Hold on, I'm trying to find my page. Let's see. Oh my god, what am I doing? I got to page like 22. Okay, so obviously not far at all. From what I've heard with this book, you need to get through like the first 100, 200 pages. And like, this is a 300 something page book. So I don't know if I really wanted to wait that long, but I found the way that this was written was very hard to get into. So at the bottom of a lot of the pages, there are, let's see, let me see if I can find one. There are footnotes, like right down here. To me, I would like, oh, a footnote, and then immediately drop down, start reading that, and forget what was happening in the story. That's really what threw me off from this book. And that's why it took me so long to get to page 22 to begin with. But the premise of the story sounds absolutely amazing. The fact that it is a girl assassin, and that's pretty much all I want to know about this book. It's a girl assassin, and it sounds freaking awesome. But the footnotes, man, the footnotes, it got me, and it was really hard to keep into this book. Hopefully I can get to this because, like I said, many people's favorite book ever, and this sounds really cool, so hopefully I get to it pretty soon. The Night Angel Trilogy by Brent Weeks. I started this book, this one right here, and I got into page like 200-ish. Now, that is the first book that I got into. So this is a bind-up of all 3. Again, this is another assassin novel. I've read Brent Weeks's first book in the Prism series, and I absolutely loved it. This is the first series I believe Brent Weeks ever even wrote. So a lot of people say that his writing style is a lot different from the other series to this one. But either way, this is actually my dad's favorite series from him, and I was the one that got him to read The Black Prism, and he wasn't really as big of a fan. I think possibly this might be a little bit more exciting for me. But like I said, I only got to page 200 and then I stopped. So yeah, I need to get on this. Plus, this is one of the books that I put on my big book reading challenge list for the year, and obviously it's a big old book. So maybe I can split it up and do like one book, read another book, one book, read another book. You know what I'm saying? Like alternate, so it doesn't seem like that daunting. But this sounds freaking awesome. This thing's really heavy. I need to put it down. I really want to get to it. I obviously really like assassin stories because, like, hello, so cool. But either way, I really am excited to get to this eventually, hopefully soon. Alright guys, so that is my list of books that I want to give a second chance to. So this is a big, huge fantasy selection that I need to get to, sci-fi, whatever you want to call it. And I am excited. Like, just talking about these books reinvents my, like, excitement for them. So hopefully I get to them very, very soon. I hope you have a great day and happy reading. Bye!